Pretty good, just chilling.
Just chilling. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody who's viewing it on Twitch right now, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We are Proxinized Rebirth Records. Again, join the Proxinized Network to join this awesome collaborative group, man. We have fun. We have so much fun with everything that we do, including this next track that Jacob's gonna put on for us. Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I didn't even expect to get this many viewers. It's pretty dope. Now that we're doing it, we're going to do this a lot more. We'll get Count Kush back. We're going to get new artists too, but this is what we're trying to do with Cosmic Wav. This is going to be the live version of the Off the Air podcast, and it'll still become the Off the Air podcast on Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasting. So go check it out too. Check out Vertex Remedy, check out Relax Music, check out Outski, check out Count Kush, and check out Proxinized Rebirth. This is exclusive.
Fucking Kush. Y'all already fucking know. Ice on, ice fun. Pussy wet, hella hot, Gucci song. Pull up in the coupe with the zeitgeist chronic. The whole team high, the whole team on it. Now the whole team's off it. I drop off the cliff and I motherfucking cough it. I'm motherfucking coughing a coffin up in Compton, motherfuckers. And these motherfuckers do it often, they don't get any profit. And talk about them motherfucking cap only raps like they slap and don't get no wet and gushy. Yeah, they ain't getting no tushy, you can see it. They look like a geek motherfucking defeated yeah, I motherfucking beat them up in the car, and I don't give a fuck what you think is up.
Yeah! Oops. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Awesome.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man. So how long have we been working on that track? And we still have other vocals we got to do. We're not completely finished with it, too. So this is like exclusive. I want you to talk about it, what your process was for going about this. And then working with new artists as well. Yeah, man. It's all you.
Yeah, man. So me and Relax were in a Discord call, and I think you were there, right? And we were like, I told you guys, I was like, I'm working on an album. I need some ideas, and we were all like, let's make a track together. So it started off actually as me, Gibson, Relax, and Alonzo Herrera working on the actual dubstep part of the song. And then his friend, that's when me and Fox met, actually. That's when we were introduced, and he showed me some of his songs, showed me some of his lyrics and stuff like that, and how his process goes. So I was like, shoot, let's just add a part for you to drop a verse on. And so he did, he freestyled it and did actually a really awesome job. And then we started working on it again. And I mean, this is over the course of a month or more.
Oh yeah.
We've been working on this song for about a month, and we had, as Alonzo said, Evan. Shout out to Evan. Give us some more tips and help us get the sounds that we were wanting to get to. Very talented producer, extremely easy to work with. Gives us tips, teaches us how to clean up our mix, clean up our workstation. Has all the shortcuts for FL. I mean, he's a god. So shout out to Evan for sure.
I think he messaged. Yeah, shout out to Evan, man. Yeah, man. Like, it's cool. Like, the whole collaboration. Like, I wouldn't have even been talking to Count Kush again or Fox if it wasn't for him. So like, I'm glad he got us all together, and it's been fun. It's been fun making music with everybody. It's just cool when worlds collide, and like, it's people that I've known in my lifetime from the stuff I've done, and people I've hung out with, I grew up with, and then now it's like all of these pieces like are now fitting together. Like, same goes with like Proxinized too. Like, we all, in some way or another, we were connected somehow. Like, I don't know if you want to talk about the history of Proxinized Rebirth. Definitely think we should get into that, because like, it's crazy how it all happened. And, just from where we were a year ago to where we are now, where we're able to do the shit that we actually wanted to do, that we've been talking about for so long, and getting artists on and stuff. Like, so yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that, man. Like,
yeah, man. So it's crazy how such a small world it is. So they actually originally started off with, let's see, there was 8 of us? 6 of us, I believe. There used to be 6 of us, and stuff didn't work out for other reasons, personal stuff. So no hard feelings. I always tell my team, if too much going on in life, you know, it's always okay to step away. Mental health always comes first. But when I reached out to everybody, I reached out to our other founder, Caleb. I'm not going to say his last name so I don't get him in trouble or anything. Caleb is a friend from high school that I met in high school, of course. And he's always been very passionate about EDM events, dubstep, any kind of music. Dude's absolutely the best guy. Always chill, always has a good vibe. Always recommending stuff, always talking about his passion for throwing events and
like the business aspect too. Like, he's just like, he has such like a good insight on like the scene too. Like, just
right.
A philosophical like point of view almost, like with how he views his life, his personal morals, and how he views the music too, and how it's personal to him. So like, getting back into that personal thing, like that's how Caleb is. He takes it very personal. Right.
Yeah. So when I started thinking, I've had this label. It was originally Proxinized Records. Totally running that thing 100% by myself. I had to back up from it for a little while because things just weren't working out. Things weren't turning out the way I wanted it to. I was only one guy, so it was constant working on the label, writing contracts, legal stuff, licensing. Didn't have time to make music, and that's what I'm passionate about. So I had to step away from the label for a while and replan how I was going to do this. Well, 2020 comes around, and I'm writing things down, talking to people, thinking about people that would be interested in my vision. Worked with other people, but we didn't see eye to eye on the same things. The vision just wasn't there for them, so they backed away, and that was totally fine. So back to 2020, I was writing down ideas, things that could work, people I wanted. I actually thought about people that I wanted to bring this to and wanted to have on my team. Well, so has it, Caleb was one of them, Alonzo was the other. Our good friend Roku, she's always very passionate about gaming. And another friend, I'm not going to say their names because this stuff didn't work out, but I thought of these people specifically because they all have passions that drive it. And I had ideas that could help them, and hopefully we could all work together and push towards the same goal and release awesome content under one name as a team. So reached out to Alonzo in 2021.
And mind you, bro, I was like just getting out of fucking rehab. Like I was in Denver, literally the day I got out of rehab, and I saw your message, and that was like one of those moments where it's just like you get that gut feeling that you're like, it just comes to like it comes into picture. Like for me, it was like I've always wanted to do this stuff. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I've always wanted to be an artist. I've always wanted to be a musician. And I've done it on my own for so long, and I've worked with people before, but I've also had the shit and part of that too. And then I've been in the industry too, so like I've been in radio for 6.5 years. And I was in radio in high school, and I understand the business aspect of it. I understand what the charting statistics are. I understand all of that, and I'm just like, out of nowhere, this saint of a person named Jacob comes into the picture, and he hits me up, and I'm like, bro, I love your music. Like I see how badass it is. I saw how many views he got, and I was like, holy shit, this could be a really good opportunity. Not just like, because like this aligns with my morals, like how I personally view the industry too. Like from my perspective with radio, being in business, I ran the Grizzly radio station at Adams State. I ran that for a bit. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I played tracks. I played artists, friends of mine, and I always love supporting my friends too. And that's the biggest thing. Like I come from that point of view too. I love supporting all my friends, all of their music. I always share it, no matter what. Like because I'm an artist too. I get that. So like it was like super dope. Like just being presented with that. Like when I came to like change my life, I basically like completely gave up my past life and started a new life with a new set of morals and stuff and how I viewed things. And it's crazy how that opportunity came. And now I am doing podcasting, I'm streaming, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing music, I'm making such better music that I never thought I would have been able to do on my own. And it's just like, I'm really thankful, man. Like I have so much fun with this. I put my heart fully into this label. And so like I really appreciate it, man. So like it's just, yeah, I wanted to say that. But yeah, it's crazy how that happened.
Yeah, for sure. And the crazy part is I brought it up to Alonzo. I think I brought it up to Taylor, then Alonzo, and then the other guys. And we all got in a meeting. I introduced everybody. And this is where it gets crazy. They all knew each other in some sort of way. Taylor knew Alonzo because he used to go to school there. I didn't know Alonzo until my friend Isaiah introduced us, and I think me and Alonzo met officially at a Remedy and Friends concert back at RYLVX's house.
That was like, it was crazy because it was like a garage setup, and you guys had those big ass speakers, and like I pull up in the dirt in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, where the hell is this place at? And then I just see like all the lights. I see the full console setup, and Isaiah's like tuning and stuff. And like this is like the day of my graduation when this is happening too. And it's funny enough because like I had to leave because I promised my other group of friends, which was Evan and Fox, that I would be there to hang out with them too. So like it's funny how like the worlds collide and the worlds connect and like everything. And I knew Taylor because I went to a couple of parties at his house. Like the guy is a killer promoter. Like he throws really amazing parties, like some of the coolest parties I've ever gone to. And it's like, usually I hate going to parties like in general because I just hate the vibe people give off. Like I hate how everybody's just so like in their phone. Like I don't know if you guys have gone to one of these like high school, college parties where it's like they're trying to not get busted, so they don't have any music playing and people are just standing there in the dark drinking alcohol. But I got tired of that. I wanted to go party with the hippies, man. And my entire like my sister brought me up there. She used to date Caleb too. Crazy connection again. But yeah, she brought me into there, and like I immediately hit it off with Caleb. Immediately, it was like one of those like instant connections. Like, and then we just started playing music because he had a drum set. He plays the drums. He's such a badass drummer too. Like, he could be in a metal band. He could be in a punk band, bro. And like we had like a little jam session. It was so fun, man. And then it was just crazy because then I heard that Jacob was gonna go play there, and I wasn't able to go to that. And if I would have gone there, we would have like officially met in person. But I don't think I officially met you in person until besides Remedy and Friends, like when I came down there in 2021, huh? That was like the first time we officially like met face to face, and it was for like I was in the valley just passing through, and I was like, well, we're in Crestone right now. Hey, I wonder what Jacob's doing. We're about to have a meeting, so I'm already in the valley. I might as well just pull up.
Actually, it actually gets better. So Alonzo's sister is actually one of my wife's friends. I had no idea until we met. So it's like almost meant to be. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's cool, man, and it's just really fun. I love introducing friends to each other and stuff, and then they end up becoming friends and building that relationship and making music together, even if like I'm not even around for it too. Like, and it's just cool because like it's just that's how I view the Proxinized network too. Like, just friends helping other friends, helping friends grow, and just we all relate to each other because we're all human. We've all been through shit in the industry one way or another. We've all been screwed by life. So yeah, man. Life, labels, other artists, you name it. Oh yeah.
Obstacles.
Yep.
The music industry
it's brutal.
but it's also fun and rewarding when you start making a difference and getting your views up and having. I mean, I can't even tell you how much when people message me saying, "Dude, this song is so awesome. I listen to it all the time," or they'll just send me a screenshot of their Spotify playing my song, and that means the world to me. It means so much that people are listening to my stuff because they're hearing a piece of it. You know what I mean?
Right. So, yeah. Again, going back to the personal thing, like all of this stuff is personal to us. We put our heart into every single aspect of it. Like, whether it's like, even like I put my heart into making logos for people, even like the little like custom intros that you see for the YouTube videos. Like, you may not see it, but like behind that little 7-minute video on YouTube goes 13 hours of editing and doing shit in Photoshop. And like, it's the little things. Like, we put so much passion into all of it, and I know Jacob does. Like, I know Gibson does too. Like, it's such a personal thing. Like, it's like our children almost too, man. It's like, in a way, the music, it's like part of it. It's a piece of us. Like, it's our soul fragment almost. You want to get hippie now.
Right, and I don't know about you guys, but I always just think of like, I have like these stories, and this goes for my motto: stories behind the mask. I always have these stories that I picture in my head when I make music, and I thrive off of that. You guys do that too? Yeah, like,
oh yeah,
a lot.
Even if it's something fake, like if it's something that sounds like really superhero, like the Remedy Legend was a perfect example. It sounded like the most heroic song, and I had this vision of like a knight fighting in a war, and I got in contact with my graphic designer. Also, shout out to Tesseract Graphics. They made some of the dopest cover arts. They made Confession. Been working with that guy since 2016. Funnest dude. Nicest guy. Easy to work with.
Send me the link, and I'll DM me the link real quick, and I'll put it in the chat too.
For sure. But yeah, it takes a lot of time behind these songs. Not only are we writing these songs, but it's hours of tweaking, hours of studying the song and seeing what needs to be tweaked, testing it on headphones, testing it on speakers, testing it on your monitors, testing it on computer speakers. I mean, it's testing stuff. It's not just hitting a button. Like, I can't even tell you how many people have told me, "Oh, making EDM so easy. You just hit a button." No, it's not like that at all. Like, you actually have a piano roll. You actually have to be on key. You actually have to keep up on your tempo and be different and not sound like another artist.
I always think of, like, when people say that, I always think of, like, you know, those fucking apps that are like, you know, make your own beats now. Like those, like, old iPhone apps. Like, remember when those first came out?
Yeah, dude.
The little loopers.
And honestly, I don't know how to explain it, and people can say, Vertex, you're full of shit. But I've always had this weird connection to what I do. And what I mean by that is, ever since I was a kid, my mom was like huge into EDM, like the old 90s techno, like all that old stuff. She like always listened to that stuff, always upbeat electronic music. And I remember I used to sit in the back of her car listening to a CD player and listening to those songs and thinking, having no idea even how you make it. I was only like 3-4, but I still remember this moment, and I remember thinking, this is what I want to do. But what did I know? You know, I didn't know. Like, I just always found an interest in electronic music. Well, then, like, later in like middle school, I used to listen to my old iPod when it first came out. And I used to have all these songs, and that was when Skrillex was coming out for the first time. He dropped Bangarang. That was like 2010, I think. Deadmau5 was on.
Oh my god, dude.
It was on a roll. Like, Daft Punk was dropping songs. So it was a good time for music, and I remember thinking, I downloaded a DJ app on my iPod right away, and remember thinking, I can learn this, I can do this. So I even went to school, I joined band, tried to gain all the music theory I could, talked to friends, and I didn't even know how to make music. I didn't even know where to start until I moved to the Valley. And I linked up with another friend, shout out to my good friend Julian for getting this all started for me. He knew the software I needed, he knew what I was trying to do. He was like, I got the software. He doesn't even make music, but he uses it for something else, but he's like, I got the software, here it is, and he gave it to me. And, well, let me back up. He actually gave me another software, and it was called Linux, or Links, I don't know, something weird like that. It was some weird off-brand DAW that you could only load up like 3 presets and like 3 patterns and make like a 1-minute song. So I messed with that for a while and made the crappiest song and thought it was the coolest thing, showed everybody at school. Also, if you went to high school with me and got one of like my first demo CDs, I'm so sorry.
I'm waiting for one.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Where's my fucking exclusive shit? Isaiah gave me his exclusive CD. Where's mine?
Same, where's mine?
But there's always been this weird connection. I've always seen myself. I remember I used to sit and when Beats dropped their and Pioneer dropped their collab mixer controller, I remember sitting in Best Buy and making a complete fool of myself in front of a bunch of people trying to mix on that thing. It's just small stuff like that. Like, I remember, actually, maybe Gibson remembers, but like my freshman and sophomore year, I honestly like starved myself every day and saved all my lunch money to buy my first controller.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
Damn,
never
bro.
got food because I was saving my lunch money and then secretly doing it to get my own equipment. Because I was just that dedicated to doing this. Like, it was exciting. And I remember when I first got my mixer, I stayed up like all night trying to mix. And now, like, when we did Remedy and Friends, it was an emotional time because that was one of those times where I was like, I finally made something happen that I've been dreaming of as a kid. I always dreamed of just putting on some show for my friends and playing awesome music and having people show up. And that night, we honestly made one of my biggest goals come true. And there's actually a video out there where I'm like getting emotional, trying to not cry because it was a very overwhelming experience. And I don't think you'll ever understand the feeling of I finally did it when you do, I like when you work so hard towards something and dream something your whole life, and you finally do it. There's just this rush of emotion that hits you, and I don't know how to explain it. There was another time.
It's almost like a high, dude. Like it's like well, it is a high because it's like dopamine.
Yeah, it's just this rush of emotion. You just kind of gotta take a minute to soak it in because you're just like, whoa, did that just happen? So I don't know, man. There's something about music that I just don't think I could never not do this. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine.
Same.
Yeah. What does music? What does music mean to you? What was your journey, Gibson?
Yeah, Gibson.
Well, my journey was that my dad usually plays. He's into like metal and old school rock.
Also,
and then
Gibson's dad is awesome. Just so y'all know.
Yeah, shout out to my dad.
Yeah, he's a big supporter. He let us throw a huge freaking party on his property.
That's pretty dope. My parents wouldn't have let me do that shit.
That was Remedy and Friends, bro. He was there. He was out there dancing with them. Like, he's awesome, dude.
The funniest thing about it was that like I kept going to different songs, transitioning. The next day he told me saying that he's like, "Why don't you just play the full track and play the next one?" He was all telling me that.
Oh, because of a remix?
Yeah. Or like I was DJing.
Yeah, right?
He's like, "Why are you stopping the song? Just go to the next one. Or just play the whole thing."
Why don't you play the whole thing?
Yeah, he was saying that. So yeah. Yeah, my dad.
Oh, go ahead. No, you're right.
Oh yeah. But yeah, my dad like he's like really inspiring to me because like, but this is before like when he started drinking and everything. But I don't want to go into personal about
You
it.
can if you want to, man. It's all up to you, man. This is all on the table. This is to get to know you as an artist.
Yeah, because
like I mean, like that also plays a role into like mental health too, and that's a big part of our record label. Is like we talk about the real shit too. So like if it's whatever you're comfortable with, man, and if you want to be open, that's all you, bro.
All right. Well, yeah. Usually my dad like lets me listen to like with him because we have like I have siblings too. Two of my older brothers, Nicky and Davis, they usually like metal a lot too, and they got me into like inspiring like artists like or bands like Slipknot, Bullet for My Valentine, and a bunch of other ones. And then I have another side of, or my other brothers, and I have a sister too, but they were into more like hip hop and R&B and stuff. So like I like both of them a lot because like the rock I like the
grittiness, like yeah, and
the heaviness.
Like I love your tracks too because I myself am a metal fan. I'm wearing a Black Sabbath shirt right now. I actually went to this concert with Evan, who's one of our viewers too. Shout out to Evan again. But I was at that concert with him, my first concert. No, but like that's what like turned me on to your music, bro. Is like it reminded me a lot of like. Again, metal, like Sullivan King type stuff too, and like, I just love it. Like, dude, you should totally play one of your tracks too, or share something you're working on if you want to show us a little something.
Maybe later, but yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, from on there, on the other side of my family genre was like hip hop, and also I like because my brother used to listen to it, like blurring it into his room. And every time, whenever I walk to the restroom, like I can hear the music they're playing, like all those hip hop and R&B and stuff. And it hit me thinking like, wow, the melody, the beats, everything, it hits me. I was like, how do they do that? It's weird because like I got used to, by that time I was like used to like the band, like the guitars, the drums, and everything.
The how do you do that part? That's the part. That's the part where it's like. That's how we're crazy. That's why we're crazy, because it's like we think of like not just like, yeah, you know what, that's a good song. It's like, how the fuck did he make that song? And how did he like, what did he do with the guitar? What did he do with the drums? Like, yeah,
man. And I remember when the first time we went to Gibson's house, his living room was literally like a studio. They had all their equipment out there, and you can tell that they're always working on stuff. Yeah, Gibson's family's awesome.
Now, shout out to Gibson's family. Made the man, the myth, the legend.
Yep. So yeah, from on there, like that happened, and then many like years later, this is like during middle school, I think. My both brothers, Davis and it was just Davis. That time, like he had a desktop. He brought a desktop home when my mom like we used to rent a center. She like rent a desktop, and then brother Davis, he used to like mess with it all the time. And then on there, I used to like. There's one night he played a cracked version of Minecraft. It was Minecraft was coming out that time, and then he cracked it and everything. And he's like, it was so interesting to me. And then from like many more days later, I went to his iTunes, and then I was like listening to music while playing the cracked Minecraft. And then from there, like. I was looking through the artist. I was like, oh, I should play this song while vibing, while building something. And then next thing you know, the dang Skrillex came up to me.
Oh.
And then it's just started from there.
Oh, and you guys have that connection too. That's another thing too. Like, oh, you gotta talk about that story too, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally the way me and Gibson met is the 8th grade, and I was new to the school, and I was going to literature, I think it was.
Yeah,
and
I think so, yeah.
Our school gave us these little tiny blue laptops that were like this big, legit. And I sit next to Gibson, or in front of Gibson. I don't remember. It was legit by Gibson. And I was listening to music. It tapped me on the shoulder. He goes, "Yo, bro." He's like, "Do you like Skrillex?" And I turned around, and like at that time, EDM isn't very popular. It was not what it is now. Like not everybody was on board with it. So for me to meet somebody who finally likes the genre I like, I was like, dude. I was like, I absolutely love Skrillex. So me and him listened to Skrillex like the whole class, showing songs. And then from then on, we've just been friends. And I started my music career, and then Gibson started his, and we send songs to each other and get feedback. And now we've been working a lot more together. The only reason we waited so long is I know I wasn't comfortable collabing yet because I had collabed with support people, and I always had judgment on my songs and not any kind of help. And so I was just always kind of worried about collabing with people. But this year, this year and last year, I finally decided, like, I make music, other people make music, we all do things differently. Let's just put our minds together and get rid of that fear. And we've been making some awesome songs. Me and RYLVX just started making a song the other night, and I haven't been able to stop listening to it since.
Well, since you're talking about it, why don't you show us?
What do you think? Should we show it?
You don't have to show all of it. You can show as much as you want to, but I mean, bro, we already showed some other stuff. I mean, we might as well give the viewers what they want, man. Let's give them what they want. They want
We'll show the first 30 seconds.
And I got a shout out to Kobe, KP on SoundCloud. We're gonna play his track. We could probably stream that here in a little bit. And shout out to one of my friends from high school. I knew him. His name's Julian too. Shout out to Evan for sending me all this stuff. His name is Baron on SoundCloud. Check him out too. I will put their links in the description of the Twitch, and I'll also put in the description of our video too, so you can check it out. So shout out to those guys who are on that grind too. Some other local artists.
Funniest thing too is that one night when Jacob posted, it was like back in 2015, I think, and he posted up a photo of the piano roll and everything. And then next thing you know, I commented saying, "What's this program? I want to know what this program is."
Yeah.
And then from there, I was like trying to figure out what program was he doing. And then from there, I found it was like FL Studio, and I was like, oh, okay. And then from there, I just started.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so Jacob was or Vertex Remedy was the one that inspired me to.
Oh, he said it's Palm Harbor. Yeah, it's Palm Harbor is his name. Yeah, we got that secret unreleased stuff. So shh.
Alright, Gibson, the show. Just to clarify, this song is not done. We just started this bad boy, and it's coming together.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your big blue eyes. You're only gonna tell me lies. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your big blue eyes. Me lies.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Hey, that's all you get.
See it in your eyes. I can see it in your big blue eyes. You're only gonna tell me lies. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your big blue eyes. You're only gonna tell me lies.
Shout out to Cape. Leave him wanting more.
I wasn't quite sure we wanted to play the drop yet. I figured we'd at least show the beginning.
No, let's let him have a little bit of mystery to think about it, to consume that little bit. There we go. I mean, bro, that is on some next level shit too. Like, I was trying to, you wanted me to think of lyrics for that song, and I was like, bro, I can't. That is just like, with how it is, I can't add anything to that. And like, sometimes I feel that way too. Like, I feel like my creativity is only going like so far sometimes, and then other times I'm just like pure writer's block, and I'm just like, you want me to do what? You want me to freestyle right now, bro? It's like 2 in the fucking morning.
It's the process, bro.
I know.
But we did it.
Yeah, we do get it. We do get it. We eventually get it. After my like fucking 5,000 takes, we get it. But no, dude, like I have so much fun. Like, that is so awesome. I love when you guys collab. Like, it's so cool, man. You just see that friendship in that music, and it's so dope.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So like, any other topics you wanted to discuss or future endeavors you want to get into? What our plan is for the launch and what we're thinking about doing.
Should Remedy friends come back?
That would be killer for that to come back, and especially we can make that happen. Like, we can totally make that happen. I am going to be there soon. So
yes, sir. We're gonna make it happen. I don't know if we'll make it happen in 2023. Hopefully, if things take off.
We know enough. I think we know enough artists, and I know enough artists who would want to collab, who just want to have a chance to play. Like, I know enough people.
We definitely know more artists than we used to. It used to be just me, Gibson, and Isaiah. That was our lineup for Remedy and Friends. People stayed for it. But now we know so many more people, so many more talented artists we worked with. So there's a lot of opportunity for live performance. So the next Remedy and Friends, whenever we do it, should be the best Remedy and Friends.
Part 3.
Part 3. Yeah, man. And let's do it right. Let's do it big.
Yes, sir. we actually had some big plans with having a block party in Alamosa if we can get that going. So we been talking
That
about
sounds
a
nice.
lot of we've been talking about a lot of different things, places we can buy in the future as a venue. We recently just talked about last night. We've been talking about how we can make gaming a new experience on our label and make music and gaming work together. So we're going to be looking for a lot of new gamers, or if you've been gaming and you just want another place to sponsor.
Or if you just want to hang out too, like we just fuck around, like we have fun with it, and then we make clips out of us just fucking around, and sometimes it's the funniest shit. Like that first video of Warzone, bro, that was so fucking funny. That first clip where we were just driving the trucks that just crashed into each other.
Proxinized is gonna be huge. We have so many things. We got new merchandise, new music, new artists, new content. We're always thinking of ways to push content and how we can help others and do our best work, and hopefully all of you will enjoy the work we put out. And I'm super excited for this year. I'm super excited to put out Proxinized finally after years of planning, and give you guys all the best content in one place, and have a place to come to and network and make your stuff happen, and have the right connections.
Exactly, man. And it's just, again, like we're buddies, we're friends, like we're other artists, we enjoy it. We're gonna wrap things up here, I think, and we're gonna definitely play the promo for the Discord, so you guys can go check that out. Again, huge shout out to everybody for tuning in. We're at 5 viewers right now still, and it's like almost 1 a.m. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Just the amount of people are tuning in is just awesome. We really appreciate the support. We hope to do this with bigger and better ways. Like, we're gonna do this a lot more often. At least we're gonna try to at least do this once a week, if not every other week. We're gonna get in a consistent schedule with it. It's just a matter of catching people on their schedules, working around our schedules. But so far it's been pretty good. And the streams have been fun. And then doing the Cosmic Wav finally, like, this is our maiden episode, and it's done better than any of the other Twitch episodes, so it's pretty dope. So again, and then shout out to you guys, like shout out to RYLVX, Alski Music Gibson, shout out to Vertex Remedy. Thank you guys so much.
Be sure to check out the Proxinized Rebirth podcast off the air on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Check out our Discord server, the Proxinized Network.